Hello there, guys. Welcome. If you're watching on YouTube, you're probably watching as a catch-up. You missed the live stream. May I suggest subscribing, crying yourself to sleep, and then you won't miss it. We're also on Twitch. Obviously, also on Twitch. We're everywhere when it comes to live streaming. Hope everyone's good. We are, of course, still testing the old Mozerington software hardware. Got tea. Hello, Blinkow. How's it going, man? Oi. How you doing? Is my wheel even turned on? Hello, The Shine. How's it going? Oh, there we go. Alright, let's sign up to this. Register. I'm registered. I'm on the register. Oh no. Don't you want to be on the register? Hello, Thomas. How's it going? Oh, it's alright, The Shine. I'll let you off. How you doing, man? Right. Join practicing. Let's see if it's all working. The game capture is not working. Hello. Oh, some weird stuff with Rfactor 2 here. Oh, come on, cover the whole screen. Oh, that'll do. That's good enough for me. If you're on YouTube, type a message. Hang on, what's going on here? Drive. Yuri Cash Drop. How's it going, man? Have you finished streaming? Hello, Crystal Star. Yuri was on. Yuri's always got like the banging tunes. He's like the DJ of sim racing. He always has the techno. Yuri's got the best music out of all the streamers. That's how he drives quick. He drives to the beat. Alright, let's see if this is all working. Okay, maybe it's not. Oh dear. Well, let's restart the wheel. Hello, Maverick. Oh, Thomas, thank you for subscribing. Oh no. Oh no. Mega Monster. Thomas with his Madness membership. We need to restart the sim here. Thank you very much, Thomas. You know it's you need to go to you need to be institutionalized. Hello, Maverick, as well. For your filthy over membershiping. There's two Mr. Muscles. I'm cloned. Mega Muscle Man. Right. Any of you Rfactor 2 people, do you know if we should still be on the beta? Because that's what I'm using. I don't know if the public build yet works. We'll see. Yeah, but guys, go and... what's going on with my mouse? My mouse keeps turning off. Maybe we've got a technical issue here. We'll find out. Go and follow Yuri, guys. He's a fast potato. Yuri's faster at driving than me. He could probably drive with his eyes literally closed and be faster. Right, let's try this. See if this is working. It's nice that you can quit and join back in. Everyone's got a cup of tea as well. Oh, yeah, we just I just got back from travels, a little weekend away, and as a result, I power off when I leave my house. I power everything off, like completely off, which means that when I turn it on, nothing works. Hopefully, it's all good. We'll see what happens. Sometimes weird shit happens. The force feedback bug on Fanatec wheels. What's the bug? Oh, there we go. Force. There we go, that's working. What's the bug? You could probably tell me what the bug is. Now you could probably fix it. Oh, we need to turn the birthday wishes notification off here. There you go. Alright, it's whenever I click... What's going on here? When I click off Rfactor 2 and then click back to it, my mouse breaks. What's this about? Well, this is a weird bug. Never had this happen before. Maybe I need to Alt-Tab to it or something. That's what, random. Yeah, the thing is... Oh, shit. Well, now I've done it. Now I've ruined my layout. Okay, we go. The thing is... Some games prefer to be run full screen, some prefer to be run windowed. Going in and to menus with create oscillations. Don't know what causes that. Delta Bador, hello. Oh, this seems to be running all right. I don't know this track. I don't know this track. Yuri, do you ever play Rfactor 2? Whoops. Clearly I don't. Oh! What? I'm getting... What was that? Just had a full-on system pause. Oh, game's running super smooth. This is weird. Okay, I don't know what's going on here. Oh, nice spot. The game's running like well smooth. And then we had a pause, but I don't know what caused that. Maybe an OBS thing. Should probably stick the formula rim on here. Yuri used to be your only game. You have 4,000 hours in Rfactor 2. Oh, you must be well good at editing text files. You haven't ran it since Virtual Le Mans last year. Did Max Verstappen convince you to uninstall it? What are you mostly playing now? iRacing. Funny, really? I wonder why are you playing that? But on live stream though, you're playing Rensport. Okay, I don't know this track at all. This is how I'd learn tracks in real life in a Formula car. I'd just be like, oh, head on it. There we go. Let's kill what? See, he doesn't know either. I just drive straight off the road. I'm rich. I can afford sensitize. It's fine. This is Loch Drummond. It's some fictional track. It's meant to be Scottish or something. That's why I can't drive it. And I think it might be a real track. It feels like a Live for Speed track. I should swap the rims over. I should put Formula Rim on. Put Formula Rim on. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's hard to see because of the lighting as well. I've not been on my computer for 3 days, so my brain's confused. Right, okay, and also this is the short layout. Where on earth am I going? Okay, left. Jesus Christ. Oh, we've got some radar there. I think they're radar dishes. It's how the Scottish communicate with London. I don't know the layout at all. This is like... Oh man, I need a map. I need sat nav. Okay. Left, don't cut. Over crest. Can they not have like the, you know, the brake markers? There we go. It says left there. That's what I need for every corner. Bloody hell. Last time I drove this was in 2012 when it came out. Right. Okay. And then right here. And then gear left overcliss. Don't cut. Tightens into caution right. Cut. Overcrest into gear left. Alright, let's follow someone around. Into radar. We'll call this corner radar. Oh, nice shadow through the smoke. Rfactor 2 has occasional moments where it actually looks nice. Christ. Grass is slippier in Rfactor 2 than iRacing now. Thanks, Van Dis. Best muscle. I'm alright, yeah. We had a really nice walk. Ended up walking like 13, 14 miles around London on Saturday and Sunday. Which is nice. My legs hurt. Walked from Hammersmith to Hammersmith to Richmond and around Richmond. Flannel cars.
Okay, let's go.
Nobody knows this track. They should have sheep at the corner to guide you. Yeah. When does Rfactor 2 change the tracks over? There we go. We're learning. T1's quite good on this track. Where is he? Oh. T1's quite good. That'd be fun. Tuesdays? No, that's iRacing. Was that today? iRacing is Monday night. Is it the same as iRacing? Bloody hell. Ah! Get to turn in. You think race cars should have a laser guided system? Yeah. Yeah, you should have like a go-kart centres should do like, I think they do exist now, like you could wear like an augmented reality VR headset and then you could fire like shells and stuff at the go-karts and then that slows them down. I think that does exist. Indoor go-kart centres have that. And you basically, the electric go-karts and it cuts the power. It's a good idea because if you're casually doing go-karting with randomers, the people that know the track have like such a ridiculous advantage. You need to Mario Kart it a bit. Right, it does not like that corner. Yeah, I've seen that. But that doesn't really work. The thing with it projected on the floor is rubbish. Because when you're in the go-kart, you can't see the floor clearly. It's terrible. That's awful. Yeah, I've seen that. It's crap. You need to be wearing VR headsets. Like race helmets with VR. That's where it's at. The next guy goes in front of us. We're learning. This car's pretty slidey in Rfactor 2. Could do with adjusting the contrast. I don't know if there's a brightness contrast setting in Rfactor 2. This is like, it's well contrasted. Oh. Guys, the race is going to be people driving off. Oh, he's gone. So I put the Formula rim on. Let's do it. Let's get in there. Oh, hello, chill robots. How's it going? Oh, look at all these petrol pumps. Oh, it's the big yellow car. It's the temporary flannel car. It's the It's a special feature of Rfactor 2. The flannel car. When you go back to pits, it loads in. It's so the game doesn't stutter too much when cars load in. Yeah. It's because of the way that it loads stuff in. Oh. Get in there. Put the old Formula rim on here. Is this working? There we go. Put the Moza Formula rim. Oh look, reflection. Does that work? That's what I do for entertainment, guys. Can someone clip that? I don't know if that worked. I can't see it. Oh well, I've got everything I do is pretty hot. I get harassed by hot women all the time as well. I'm used to it now though. They're always after my birthday cake, which I'm still eating. Oh. Hang on, Race Labs is working with Rfactor 2 here. That's good. Damn those hot women. Yeah, well, you know, you get used to it after a while. Well, this car's engine note is a little bit anticlimactic in this game. Sounds like a mosquito attacking you. Ultimate Shine Card, we are on YouTube as well. Thank you. Yeah, this way, we have quite a lot of elderly, we have quite a lot of pensioners that don't know how to use Twitch. So YouTube, being on YouTube as well is good. Stream everywhere. I think Twitch is better for live streaming as a live stream platform, but I get why some people don't want to use it. Like, it can be annoying. Kowalski! Just like me, degenerate wearing a hat at home. Instant like. Oh yeah, if you're on YouTube, you can click like. It's not hot in here yet because the heating's not on. Court martial, is it R12 better than the R134A? Is that like a builder joke? Is that a builder joke? Get out. Just a pro streamer, yeah, pretty pro. I'm like the most successful, least successful sim racer. I'll go with it. I'm terrible at everything, but we just do it anyway. It's my life philosophy. I might get a job as a Tory politician at some point. Oh, let's not go into politics, guys. British politics. Have you seen the news? Oh my god, guys. Those of you not in the UK, UK is currently having a meltdown. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. Like, honestly, politics in the UK is so unbelievably dumb. Every day's a new surprise of dumb. Like, you think, oh, it can't be more dumb. Every day there's more. It gets dumber. Dumber by the day. The only solution is to drown yourself in tea. I mean, imagine throwing a nation into political, financial, and completely pointless turmoil. And then getting away with it and then coming back into government. Imagine doing that. That'd be weird. Oh, dear. Nah, UK's trying to compete with America. We try and copy the Americans. We're just jealous. Yeah, you know. No, Yorkshire turned me down. They weren't interested. They said, oh, maybe in the future sort of thing. Basically, they said no very politely. So, I'm still going to drink Yorkshire tea because I like it, though. Oh, my God. The pit exit. This is like the world's worst pit exit. Well, I need to turn this full swing back down a bit on here. Whoa. Car has like proper mega pokey steering. It's quite nice though. I just thought my hands are weak. Bristol Barrett, look for SR servers. Well, I only do rank racing, but we do have the there's a new SR10 mod for AC we might check out, but it's a paid mod, so I don't think that anyone will use it, but we might be able to work something out. See, Anderson Sholomir. Hello. Mirror. Is there a shortcut on the Moza wheel to turn its force feedback up and down? I can't. There's like trick button combos. Bloody hell, this track's too windy for this car. What were Rfactor 2 thinking? Wonder if Moza will ask why cake bit stuck in wheel shaft. Well, Chinese people like cake. The Chinese love cake. or do they? What do you get? Do you get Chinese cake? I don't think I've ever had Chinese cake. I think like sponge cake. I've had lots of like dumplings and duck and lots of pork, but I've never. I don't associate China with cake. Like, I think they would. They've got flour. Would they like maybe like a rice flour cake? Yeah, what sort of cake would be like a Chinese cake? And there we go. Let's have a look here. Let's see. Chinese sponge cake. Woo! Oh yeah, it's really fluffy. It's basically Victoria sponge, but really fluffy. Egg yolk, sugar, oil, milk, vanilla. Yeah, it's basically the same. Do Chinese people eat much sponge cake? Oh, what? Why is China obsessed with sponge cake? Oh, okay. Is cake popular in China? Steamed sponge cake. Yeah, so you get a lot of steam in China. You get a lot of steamed stuff.
Okay.
Southern China steamed sponge cake. Oh, that'd be fun to make. Here we go. A friend of mine was married to a Chinese woman. She would like cook awesome food. I've not seen them for a long time. Woo! Thank you. I want some these look well good. Traditional Chinese sponge cake. Oh, amazing. Oh, they're like stamped. Woo! Thanks, Gary Clark. CCP cake. Yeah, well, that's just the government. You know, a lot of Chinese people are like nice, just because the. Woo! Difficult ordering lemon cake. Why is that? Is this a joke? I don't get. It's just...
Okay, let's
go. Right, let's try driving this. Did you ask her for a 69? Woo! Who? I don't know what. No, I didn't. What you want?
The pace car is out of control.
Thanks for following there. Well, let's see if this works. No! Yes! Yes. So I'm... I could do with minding a button. Oh, well, we'll just use this. I can't remember what I was going to say.
Okay, let's go.
Right, we're going. Oh yeah, I'm streaming to YouTube and Twitch at the same time, which use up a lot of bandwidth that uses the same encoder. But then I'm also recording a view of the game on my wheel separately. And for some reason, some games don't like it. Some games it has no effect at all. So we found out recently that iRacing, if I do a game capture, which technically is less intensive than a Windows capture, that causes frame timing issues. But if we do Windows capture, it's fine. It's completely arbitrary. Coffee Junkie. Wish this game did not require PhD to set up. That's like real racing now. Indiana Jock, go kill them all. I've got to be careful. We've got to get safety ratings so we can get silver so we can then do the other larger races. Gary Clark, Forza the Moza R12. I quite like it, yeah. I think I particularly like it with the circular wheel rim. The K2 wheel rim. It does feel very nice. And yeah, it works great. It just feels like a standard sort of 12 Newton meter DD wheel, really. Will be interesting to try the Simagic 12 Newton meter one, and then hopefully the Fanatec 12 Newton meter, and then we can, because 12 Newton meter is a really good sweet spot. Oh, here we go. Look at this, guys. Can we have some candles in the air, please? DD girl with the DD wheel. What a babe, what a beauty, what a sexy lady. It's a DD girl with the DD wheel. She's got perfectly formed servo motors for her legs. It's a DD girl with the DD wheel. Beautiful servo motor woman. It's a DD girl with a DD wheel. Simucube, Fanatec, Moza, AccuForce. Everybody needs a DD girl. Put a DD girl in your sim rig. Everybody wants a DD girl. She's so perfectly formed and powerful and rotates very fast. DD girl with the DD wheel. What a babe, what a beauty, what a sexy lady. It's a DD girl with the DD wheel. She is all DD. DD girl with the DD wheel. Anderson Sholomby has now got her locked in a cupboard. It's a DD girl with the DD wheel. She's always driving North Life at 100% force feedback. There she goes again, disappearing off into the sunset. She's hiding away in a forest by herself. Hopefully she never sees a sim racer again, is what she says to herself. That's Have I sacked Lino Bellino now? The official Game of Muscle merch model. No, we're gonna do some new merch with her at some point. Lino Bellino. She's probably watching now. We could get some servo motors. Thank you, Anderson Sholomby, for becoming a member. We will. We've got the member list, which gets updated every like 2 or so days because I have to do it by hand, like a Renaissance fair. Thank you very much, though. Really appreciate the support. That's a YouTube membership. Beautiful DD girl. Oh God, yeah. Do you know what else is really crisp? My driving, really nailing it. Really nailing it. Oh, Dave Cam's here. Simply beautiful. Why have these people all left the race? Do we need to quit to join the actual session or something? What's going on here? Do I go back? Do we quit? I don't know what's happening. Dave Cam. Look at that. Look at that bold git in chat. It's come out from the... oh, here we go. We have... When's the actual thing start? Oh! No, join practice. Hang on, what's going on? Isn't it on the hour? Oh, we've got like 10 minutes. 12 minutes, okay. Dave Cam's come from the front pit. So we can continue with the practice, can't we? He's come up front pit. Go and subscribe to Dave Cam, guys, if you hate yourself. If you struggle, if you enjoy simulators with terrible braking like iRacing, go and follow Dave Cam. If you like to learn interesting remote British accents, you can subscribe to Dave Cam. Hello, Ritual Horse as well. Okay, just there was no one on the track. We need to bind some buttons here. Let's bind some buttons. Oh yeah, because I haven't used this wheel rim with Rfactor 2, so that's. You can't do wheel specific controls, can you, in Rfactor 2? That's annoying. So we just use Formula Wheel for everything. Why not? Pied Crow, man, every time I'm debating if I should give iRacing another try, I hop onto your stream and desire goes away for some reason. Well, this isn't iRacing, this is Rfactor 2. That's just the desire for bothering to breathe that goes away when you watch this stream. That's pretty normal. Don't worry about that. Right, where's me brake bias? There we go. Brake bias forwards, brake bias rear. Speed limiter. Let's put it on N. There we go. Oh, you were talking about the terrible braking sims comment, yeah. Well, I just, you know, just any excuse to have a go at Dave Cam, really. It's a hobby of mine. What else do we need? We got that. That's all we need on this car. We got. Did look left and look right work? Oh yeah. Hang on. Okay, so those buttons have stayed the same. Oh, okay, fine. Yeah. Fair enough. Event starts in 10 minutes. Okay, it's good to have that. This is a really weird pit exit. I'll reset FFB button. I don't know where we can do that. Here we go. Here we go. Nice and easy. Thank you, Speed Force Sim Racer. Well, no, I'm 31, aren't I? So, you know. That's what someone said, so I'm taking it. I'm not going to argue with them. You wouldn't download a car. I would. Why is there peer-to-peer? Push to pass? Actually, that's a good point. This car doesn't have PP. I think it's just on the indicator. Right, let's bind a force feedback button. Yeah, we can use S2 as a. Yeah, this car didn't have a. No, an F4 car doesn't have push to pass. I think it's just on the. I think it's just where you can use it, on, in theory, if it was enabled. If that makes sense. Electronics. Where would push to pass be? I want to bind it to the wheel, so in case we do drive a car, at least I'll have it. Should be in electronics, really. I don't think it's called push to pass, though. In this. Activate. Oh, here we go. It is called that. And then we want to where's reset force feedback? Hello, Key 20. Hi, Gamer Muscle. So, what's my opinion on the R12 base? Yes, I quite like it. It's in a weird pricing position though, because it's the same price as a lot of other wheels. So it's in like a weird. Oh, here it is. It's in like a weird. Like, it's nice. Force feedback's nice. Wheel rims are nice. This wheel rim in particular is very nice. This is one of my favourite circular wheel rims, actually, weirdly. It's just got very satisfying shifters, really nice feeling buttons, and the actual rim is really nice. And this wheel rim it's like £250 or something. So for the price, if you were to buy like an R12 and this wheel rim, that's a really, really, really nice. Like, the end result feels really nice. But I'm going to have to try some of the Sim Magic stuff, and then hopefully when the Fanatec when the Fanatec 12 Newton meter wheel comes out, and then we'll have to try that with some stuff, and then. But yeah, they're all sort of pretty much similar. You know, the 12 Newton meter wheels. I mean, you know, the issue with the qualities in the simulator software, in that the first Assetto Corsa is the only sim that has really rich force feedback. Rfactor still has okay force feedback, but the suspension's a bit overdone, and flat spotting's overdone. What else? Yeah, Rfactor 2, you can't feel where the limit is as clearly as AC. It's drivable. Rfactor 2's force feedback's way better than ACC. That's just absolute garbage, that sim. But yeah, so the problem is the software, not necessarily the hardware. I have heard stories with people having issues with quality control with Moza stuff, which hopefully is getting better. So that's something to consider. And then with Fanatec stuff, stock is always an issue with Fanatec, so that ends up being the thing. If you can buy the wheel from the company, if it's locally available, you know that, and then what sim you play. The actual hardware is normally pretty good on most of these wheels, to be honest. Like, this feels great. Like, the force feedback's nice. These wheel rims feel nice. The 3 months, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a big fan of pre-ordering, personally. I don't. I like, if I'm buying something, I like to have it straight away. So. I appreciate people pre-ordering stuff using my affiliate links. That I wouldn't pre-order stuff. I'd just buy stuff when it's available, or wait. What? I thought that was a right corner there, because I'm like, there's a car going right. Yeah. This is Loch Drummond. I don't know. This is like some. Oh my god, this is like the the most ridiculous mini layout with counterintuitive corners. It's alright though, we're learning, we're getting there. We'll learn it in the race.
Okay, let's go.
Which is starting in like 5 minutes time. I do like with this Moza wheel, you can run the force feedback quite weak and still get really nice detail, which is good. That seemed to be the case when I was using the Fanatec Club Sport DD, which is nice for me. Like, cause I'm pathetic and weak, and I like to sim race with not particularly high force feedback a lot of the time. This is like the worst type of corner after that corner. I think it's because we're doing like a mini layout. They need like a big warning sign. A big Game of Muscle logo with a big right arrow on it. That'd be good. I love how smooth Rfactor 2's running, like, perfectly here. Ooh, come on. I need a reference for which is the left and the right corner. So we have this here, come over the hill, then it's a left-hander, then is it radar? Yeah, then it's radar, and then this is a tight right-hander. There you go, and then it's another tight right-hander. Oh, it's well tight right-hander. So after radar, it's bloody hairpin turn. Hello, Sam. Welcome along. Hope you're well. Welcome. Nice hills in the distance, though. Nice bit of snow. Go skiing down that. Drive your F4 car down that hill. Perfect. Okay, so we just have to remember, after radar, that's the corner name. I've just named it that. It's a right. It's a tight right. Bram. Hello. What are the biggest differences between Moza and Fanatec from my experience? Well, for some reason, every time I plug the Fanatec wheel in, it goes... starts playing like the German national anthem. Don't know why. Be careful, Gamer Muscle. Your sense of humour is not welcome on the internet. And every time I plug in the Chinese... No, we're not going there, guys. We're not going... Yeah. There's the biggest differences. What's the biggest differences? Like, functionality, when using them... Hello, Flying Phoenix. The Fanatec software, when using it, is quite nice. In that you can adjust the settings from the wheels, quite nice. But you don't really need to adjust settings from the wheel. You can actually adjust settings from the Moza wheel as well. But you need to learn the secret... Hang on, has this moved us to... the actual race automatic? I'm confused. I don't think it has. No. Yeah, you can... the secret buttons on this to get it. Here we go. Event starts in 7 seconds. I mean, so the Club Sport Fanatec wheel did seem to have a better strength and response to it, but I only used it at Sim Racing Expo, so I can't really comment on it. So just all I can really comment on is like the general nature of the different sort of stuff. Like, so the Moza software, most of the options on it are kind of pointless. Like unfortunately you can't really, it's got like this force feedback EQ thing, which is a nice way of presenting stuff actually. So it's a good credit to them. It's a good way of presenting the different force feedback signals from the game, but you can't actually adjust things really precisely, so it's kind of pointless. And all you do is you just turn the high frequency stuff down to make it feel more realistic, and that's it really. Hang on, what happened here? I'm pretty sure we just joined. Rfactor 2's doing Rfactor 2 stuff here. Hang on, I think we're in and not in at the same time. Wait, I don't know what you mean. Well, we're like stuck here. Oh, we were in the server but not in the server. That's great. Let's just reload the game. See what happens. Jamil, hello, Gamer Muscle. Did they fix the practice servers? I don't know what you mean. This practice server seems to be working for me. What about new Fanatec? I've only used the new Fanatec wheel. The Fanatec QR2 is great. Yeah, it works fine. So yeah, I mean the Moza quick release is great as well. So yeah, the QR2s feels like a proper car quick release. See if it works this time. Key 20 had a CSL DD, now Moza R9. The difference is compatibility. Oh, yeah. Well, Fanatec's been around longer. It said Thrustmaster, Fanatec, Logitech. Pretty much any game is going to have default settings for it, but often those default settings are crap. So I've not had any compatibility issues with the Moza so far, like iRacing, even the WRC. Rfactor 2. I've not tried Race Room with it yet, but oh, here we go. We're in now. That's good. Controversy time. Flying Phoenix. True Force and Fanatec's new haptic wheel feedback next big thing. Or need no, it's a load of bollocks. It doesn't. It's a load of bollocks. Full Force. Yeah, it's a load of bollocks. It's my review. High frequency force feedback effects do not help you drive a car. They're good what they're good for is noobs that don't know, that want to feel vibrations to then feel like they're connected to the car and the road surface. And it's a kind of thing that noobs are like, oh wow, really good force feedback, the details. But if you've got any experience sim racing, you're like, oh, well, that's pointless. So like, if you remember, also the fact that True Force and Full Force require developers to integrate it, and then it goes through their software for their things. When you can pretty much do the exact same thing through a non-separate layer in the game. So if you ever play GTR Evolution, there's force feedback effects for like engine vibration, road rumble, or whatever, which you turn off unless you're an idiot. And those worked great with even a Momo black wheel, like a G29 Momo black, right? So it's just marketing bollocks. It's complete bollocks. Arguably you can go, well, you can feel vibrations through the steering wheel and it's some more stuff and it makes games feel a little bit less flat. But the thing that isn't bollocks is the, you know, with the Logitech DD, it's got like a nice responsive DD motor. It's great smoothing. The settings are nice. And with the Fanatec wheelbase, the new Club Sport wheelbase, again, it's got a nice motor which is nice and responsive, good slew rate. But you know, it's not even Nismo. It's not even that. It's not even to do with the fact that you can and can't feel that stuff. It's that you could have that information be presented to the player through the game so that it works with any wheel on the market. So what's bollocks about it is presenting it, well, having it as a separate driver layer thing that then interfaces through Logitech wheel or Fanatec wheel and not other wheels. But also presenting it as if it's an important feature. I mean, it's something to have, but you could just do it through the game anyway, natively for every wheel. And then also ignoring the fact that the actual useful force for force feedback are variations in sustained load forces, and proper telemetry driven force feedback would be something analogous to what the AccuForce wheel has, or what my force feedback joystick has, where you can adjust, so you could have it so that the telemetry from the game can communicate the wheel rotation, or if the front wheels are losing grip, you could have a slider that makes the force feedback lighter as the front wheels lose grip, which would then convey to the player through a range of forces, understeer, and how much grip the front has, which really helps for knowing how fast you can go into a corner. Before, like, as you turn the wheel and before you go into the corner, you can have a really good idea of how much grip the front has to know if you're actually on the limit of the front tires, which is a really important thing for knowing if you're going fast or slow. So, but unfortunately, I don't know what's going on. I've had these conversations. I've talked to Fanatec. I've talked to Logitech. I've explained this to them. I've talked to them. They have other people working in there. They do whatever they do, whatever their motivations, fine. But, you know, I think people are like on the wrong page a little bit. Clearly they're not as enlightened as me. They're not drinking enough tea. But yeah, it's a weird one. What about Pit House? The software's all right, but you just set it up and then forget it, which is probably good, to be honest. Didn't the high frequency force feedback? No, so you don't need high frequency force feedback at all. So again, the forces for like that you drive from are ranges in sustained load, which is happening at like very low frequency in a sense. The only downside when a sim has low frequency force feedback, like iRacing, is if you don't apply any filtering to it, when you turn the wheel, you'll feel like a weird sort of notchiness to it, like a graininess to it. But you can fix that by just applying a smoothing filter, interpolation, and that will work fine because, again, the fundamental forces that you're driving from are actually very low frequency. It's like a constant force that's always pushing against you, and the back starts stepping out. Okay, it's getting a little bit lighter, or the front's starting to, you know, you're getting onto the top. You can feel the grip curve in AC, which has got good force feedback. So Yeah, it's just that the reason why Fanatec will have done it is because Logitech have done it. The reason why Logitech did it supposedly is because with Gran Turismo. So Thrustmaster did it with Gran Turismo with the Gran Turismo wheel that had the tactile transducer on the back of it. And the reason why they did it is because who's the Kaz? How do you say his name? The Gran Turismo developer. Said that he specifically likes the force feedback sort of rumble stuff in the wheel because when you drive some cars you can feel vibration in the wheel. So basically no one's actually applied logical thought to this. It's just like a continuation of like stupidity. Because right, here we go. You set me off on one here, guys. Let's be honest. Gran Turismo, the tires are like super weird in that anyway. The force feedback always feels like it's clipping. So maybe that's why Kaz wants the rumble, to try and negate the fact that they've messed up the force feedback in that game and it always feels like it's clipping, because he's clearly not an expert on force feedback. Like, they've done a great game. Gran Turismo historically is fantastic. They really push things forwards, but clearly they haven't particularly thought about force feedback objectively and how you can actually use it. And Gran Turismo runs at 60 hertz locked VSync, so the game's like fundamentally delayed anyway. Ah, dear, guys, it's so stupid. It's just stupid. Anyway, let's drive. Let's just drive here. Who set me off on the force feedback rant? It's like there's no thinking. Like, you even have examples with the AccuForce wheel and the force feedback joystick I have, where you can actually use telemetry force feedback to customize force feedback in ways that are actually useful to drive from. But people just don't get it. For some reason, force feedback is something that hardly anyone understands. Rastex, what is it about the voices that Fanatec DDs are not as good as all the other DDs? I don't know in what sense. In what do you mean? Some aspects are better or worse. Like Simulcube DDs are really good. So there's good and bad aspects to a lot of the wheels. You have to sort of think price to quality. What? Oh, just stupid game. Stop go penalty. How do I even serve the stop go penalty? Why can't I drive? I forgot that this game has its own rules. So what do I do now? I can't do quali. Oh well. I thought, is that that was the practice, right? Oh, session. Okay. Qualifying or practice? Well, fair enough. DQ. That's my racing career over. No, but slew rate's nothing new. It's just nobody used the term slew rate. Yeah, well, let's just go. I ranted too long. I ranted my quali. Now we're waiting. Quali rant. Rastex, how does a DD2 feel differently exactly to a Simulcube? So a Simulcube has a less cogging feel, smoother force feedback than a. I need to assume that this is all fixed setup, so whatever, we're just going. Yeah, so the Simulcube 2 is just smoother overall. Yeah, I got Rfactored. Well, I don't know. I don't have much fuel. We got 20 litres. It's fine. I don't even know the layout, so it doesn't really matter. Hello, Brian, as well. Thanks, everyone, for clicking the like button on YouTube. He said, "Is it the announcer in this game's a pilot?" Oh, I'm going like that now. Yeah, unfortunately with sim racing, I feel like I don't know. You know, hello, Hello, Brian Martin as well. Still not as good as the best Racing Simulator 29. Rfactor 2 is better than AMS2 for sure. AMS2 is a nicer package and looks nicer. I don't know. I've not played it. I don't know. AMS2 is just like weird handling. I mean, Rfactor 2 is kind of weird handling, but here we go. We're going racing. Fasten your seatbelts, guys. Look, I was just ranting about the true force and vibrator force. Full force. Full farce. I should do a rap song about it. It'd only be fair because we did a rap song about Logitech's stupid true force stuff. I haven't tried the Porsche, but I'm sure it's alright. Here we go. Where's he going? Where are they going? Oh, I nearly got rear-ended there. It feels like a pound shop Okayama. Oh, the Logitech G Pro wheel's nice. The pedals aren't very good. The force feedback's alright on it. I need more rear brake, boys. Please don't do a stupid dive bomb up the inside. Oh, you idiot. I didn't want to defend the inside because then I'm going to be slower for the cars in front. He was too far back to really do a move that's worthwhile, but fair enough, he's got past. I thought he would do it, and he did. Let's hope he's a quicker driver. Rfactor 2's flat spotting is too aggressive. Oh, I know. My braking profile's set up for iRacing, so we're not quite getting the brake performance out of this. Yeah, you don't need the iRacing axe for this. You can pull the car back from the limit really easily. I don't know how people play iRacing and don't and like I know how people play iRacing and enjoy it. Like you can enjoy any game, any racing game, but like you literally cannot counter steer in iRacing like a car. It's such like an obviously completely stupid tyre model in that regard. It's really bizarre that people defend it. Like, sure, Rfactor 2's a bit weirdly slidey, does weird stuff, but like, if the back steps out, you counter steer. If the front's sliding, you can, you know, same with AC. It's like same in race room. It's literally just a basic component of driving that's not supported in iRacing, and people will defend it to the hilt. Obviously, the grip and stuff, other stuff can be wrong, and how grippy a car is, and how fast the tyres wear out, and how, like, you know, you can do really absurd catches in Rfactor 2, but at least you can do it. It's like everything's a power slide in iRacing. If you try actually drifting, it just breaks. It doesn't support it. Which if you're someone that always drives under the limit, sort of into the limit as a power slide, maybe that's why they don't notice. But if you're someone that likes to drive onto the limit actively and then pull it back, it's terrible. I don't know the layout at all here. Yeah, well, it's a shame, isn't it, with iRacing, but alright, it is what it is. You just play it it's quite a fun game. It's very entertaining. Once you've memorised what you can and can't do with a certain track, it's quite fun. And the voice chat's really good. But as always, my issue's never really with The Sims, it's with people that defend completely broken stuff. Same with like the new WRC game. There's like, you go on the Reddit, the subreddit for that game, it is insane. People are going, oh, thank you Codemasters EA, you know, we've got to be positive. It's like, yeah, no you don't, you paid for a game. They've literally completely just launched something that's really not finished in the slightest. Whoa, we're doing some off-road testing. Some people, I don't know what's wrong with them. Race Room's got a new physics, yeah. It's still using the same P-motor tyre model, but they've got a really good physics programmer. So they fixed auto bin. I got a video about it. I tried it out at Sim Racing Expo. But they've been dialing it in. It's really good. I think Race Rooms just need a new game engine, really. The actual driving in Race Room and the online stuff can be pretty fun, like the netcode and things. Just the game engine is a bit dated, that's all. Good sound, nice tracks, nice cars. Ah, missed it again. We're learning. Oh, do we get safety rating losses for driving off-road? I think we do. Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I think what happened with the YouTubers playing WRC is that they were excited to just be playing a rally game, and the force feedback and the physics is quite fun to drive and quite controllable, which is normally something that developers get wrong. So they'll probably just play in the, like, you know, doing little rallies and enjoying that experience, and then they probably weren't thinking about the game as a whole, you know, and they probably weren't. Maybe they weren't getting particular stutter, or the YouTubers that were covering it early on were like, oh, well, we're playing an earlier build of the game, so maybe that's why it's stuttering, you know. Oh my god, if I keep missing this corner. This track does not make any sense to me. I need a big sign. It's like the Forrest Gump thing. Where everyone says, stop! It's after radar, we need to turn right. I always do terrible at windy tracks like this. Like my brain does not. It's like all the corners, too many corners. Up and downhill, up downhill. Like Brands Hatch makes sense, Alton Park makes sense, but Cadwell doesn't. This doesn't. I don't know why. I just need to learn the brake points. There we go. Right, tight right, tight right. It's because this corner's actually a really awkward corner. Well, Codemasters will fix it. I think they're doing I think EA plans to do like a yearly release. So, you know, they'll gradually patch it. They'll add like a small amount of stuff, more stages over the year, and then everyone will pat them on the back. I mean, a rally game's not the hardest of games to develop, let's be honest. I mean, I'm not saying it's easy to develop, but it's a hell of a lot of an easier game than most racing games. Like, you've removed the difficulty of AI that you're racing. You've got tracks that, yeah, they're the real world layouts, but you can have a lot of liberty as an artist with a rally track. You know. So they probably don't have a big team working on it. I'll let this guy go past because I do not know. We can follow him. Yeah, I think people should just be honest. They should just go, well, as it is, the game's in a crappy state. It's got stutter. The AI doesn't work. You know, just be honest and then go, okay, well, you don't have to buy it, do you? But you can just be honest. This is what I don't understand. It's not vindictive to be like, guys, this is crap. Apparently we have to. Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's just like a tribalist mentality or something. It turns into with a lot of these things. It turns into like a team thing, doesn't it? So like Team AMS2, Team Rfactor 2, Team iRacing, and then those people that have that team mentality cannot. They get really annoyed when a YouTuber or someone says a positive thing, and the people that are a member of a team or a negative thing, and people that are a member of another simulator team get really annoyed when someone says something positive about a game that's not their game. You know, it's probably going to get worse as sims get more popular and younger people are playing them, and you know, not that I mean older people have this mentality and always have in sim racing, but well, the ACC thing is that there's no way they would accept that their force feedback is terrible. There's no getting around it. And also the physics in ACC is like just same with Rfactor 2 actually. A lot of Rfactor 2 fans would not accept that there's pretty stupid physics stuff in this game. But you know,
I don't like ACC, but I do like the normalist. So that is amazing.
Rfactor 2 is fun to drive.
Probably one of the
online racing is fun as well.
One of the or not the best simulation to practice, like even F1 or GT mods. It's really good.
Yeah, if you were to say, like, and this is my belief, I think AC drives, not only is it's a fact that it's got better force feedback, more detail. That's just a fact. You can't even argue that. But the physics in AC are more realistic than ACC. Like, it might be less complicated, but the nature of how, if you get like the RSS Mercer mod car, right, for a GT3 car, it might be less complex. It might not have the same features. It might not have weather. Fine, but if you're driving in the dry around the tracks in AC1, that car is closer to a real GT3 car than ACC, and the experience of driving it will be closer. If someone said to me, right, you have to say this, and the punishment is death if you're wrong, you get. Oh, these guys go past. I'm slow. You get the death penalty if you're wrong. I would go, yeah, no, AC. Like if a real driver was using it as a training tool, I'd say the RSS cars or like a good car in AC versus ACC. You would be lying to not say AC. It's not because I'm used to AC. It's like it's just fact. Like just drives. The cars move around more realistically. Probably because it's less complicated. So, but that is controversial. Not to Max Verstappen, who agrees with me, but he doesn't know anything. So. But you never get anywhere. People that don't get it won't get it, and people that do get it will get it. So it's one of those things. I don't know. I don't. Kunos isn't the same developer. Like Stefano did the most of the work on AC, so he no longer works at Kunos. So unless, oh here we go, we finished, not last. So unless with ACC, if the reason why it feels delayed and the force feedback's crap, if that's because of a technical reason due to Unreal Engine, which is quite possible because Unreal Engine is a bit of a pain in the arse for certain things, especially with simulators. If the reason why ACC is crappy is from Unreal Engine, then AC2 with it using a different engine will drive a lot better. But if it's how it is because the developers have this because they've either built it, then no, AC2 will be crappy. But people will love it anyway, so it doesn't matter, you know. As a business, it will still make money. It'll be, you know. Nismo, you feel AC has some weird feel with the tyres? Yeah, it does. So it has. AC can feel a little bit a little bit like mushy, especially if you don't play it on a nice DD wheel set up correctly or set up nicely. Also, AC has like ridiculous issue with curbing with certain cars and like certain tracks, certain types of curbing where the cars just insta bin. AC has like some weird behaviours for sure. But yeah, to get rid of that mushy feeling, you just need to... You can fix that with force feedback, setting up your wheel. Yeah, so like iRacing out of the box and Rfactor 2 out of the box feels a lot more sort of punchy feeling from the force feedback, which then makes it feel more responsive. And in a sense, I think you could argue that iRacing, the ability to roll the cars in iRacing... And Rfactor 2 I think is easier, or it's faster to roll and rotate the vehicles. They're more sensitive to lift off oversteer than they are in AC, generally speaking. But in AC, the thing is you're getting onto the tyres and then you're driving on the tyres. And once you're driving on the tyres in iRacing and Rfactor 2, and you're sort of actually trying to hold slides rather than that initial roll that mostly comes from the diff being open. When you're actually in a slide on the tyres, that's when AC makes sense. That's where AC works better than any other sim. That's why it's so good for drifting. And if you're racing and you're actually once you're up to track pace and you're racing really well, all of it really takes place on you holding like small slides on the tyres. So that's why that's the most important part of the actual simulator. But again, I think a lot of people, they're not at that point, so they don't notice it, or they focus on the other components of handling more. But yeah, well, why are we not going to the menu here? We should just quit on this. We'll do the next one. That's a great success. Have done. Here we go. Generate results. 15th. That was we didn't know the track at all. We're getting some rating. Our safety rating's going up. 17 clean laps. Perfect. That's what I needed. You found your piece with AC cubes. Yeah, you have to drive at them in a straight line. It's like, so the AC curbs is like, there's some things in some sims that are just super messed up that you then learn to avoid. So in iRacing, you have to learn to avoid any car contact at all. You have to avoid the, well, they've changed the grass now. You used to have to avoid the grass like the plague. You used to have to avoid like, you have to avoid locking up in iRacing massively compared to any of the sims. So you learn these like fail conditions for each racing sim. And once you've learnt them, you're like, you just stay away from those things. Yeah, I don't know what I think that was meant to be an F3 car, Shumi, or something. This car does feel a lot more balanced. Maybe, yeah, I don't know what they've done with this car. Why it feels different from that other one. It doesn't do that snap oversteer in the same way. I wonder how much of it's set up on it as well. Here we go. We'll do this M2. What track is this? Green. Tobin Raceway. It's an Rfactor 2 classic, guys. Tobin Raceway. God, last time I drove this was like 10 years ago. Ah, does it have the petrol sign? I used to drive this on Rfactor 1 with the Bros McGann trophy cars. Register. Sound of Guns, no, you're wrong. Live for Speed was really great at the time, but AC Netcar Pro has better tyre model than Live for Speed. So, and then AC refined Netcar Pro. So, no, you're wrong, sorry. But yeah, at the time, Live for Speed allowed proper drifting, the tyre deformation, tyre bursting. The tracks are amazing. I'm a big Live for Speed. Live for Speed is what got me into online sim racing, but AC has much more detailed force feedback. Live for Speed has like a, in the race cars there's a bit of a weirdness to some of the sliding, I think. But I used to play Live for Speed loads. It's really good. But AC's better. But sorry, you're wrong. Get out. The best feature in Live for Speed was that you could have a passenger and you could weight the car down by filling it up with passengers for the drift mode. And then in VR, when you look your head, everyone else can see your head moving, which is really cool. Live for Speed, and you could share setups in multiplayer straight whilst you're racing. There'd be a little bit at the bottom. You could click, oh, share setup. Track voting. I mean, SO City, SO City Chicane, SO City Reverse, BLGP, AS Club. Those tracks are amazing. So why would Kunos make ACC and AC Force? I don't know. Well, so first of all, Unreal Engine is a different engine, and Unreal can affect force feedback and output. There's can be weird, like Unreal Engine can cause some weird issues. It doesn't necessarily have to. It's not. The code could be separate. So ACC could use the same force feedback as AC, and Unreal could affect it still. It might not be. Kunos could philosophically have changed their mind and gone, oh, we're doing literal steering column feel as opposed to, I don't know. They might make the tyres more peaky. That can remove force feedback information, making the suspension tighter and more quicker in a sense, or whatever. They you know, could end up removing detail. So in a sense, the sim could actually have better. Well, it does actually have better data mathematically, but the end result is worse. So you know, Kunos are very from talking to Aris. Kunos are sort of like a data-driven company. I don't think the output. I don't know. I don't think they go by. Like, it's this weird. Like, Aris is sort of quite scientifically minded, right? And I get the philosophy of doing sim development by the data and being data-driven. I get that, and it does make sense because who knows? You know, you can only really go by the data. But actually, at the end of the day, a driving sim is completely abstract. Even if you put the perfect data into like Rfactor 2, Rfactor 1, Race Room, AC, ACC, whatever. Even if you put what is supposedly the perfect data, they are all models that are abstract from reality running on a computer that's abstract from reality, running on hardware that's abstract from reality. So realistically, you can't expect the output of that model just because the data that you've put in you think is correct data. It doesn't mean that the output's going to necessarily line up. So the only way, unfortunately, to test that is going to be to actually subjectively test it by having someone that understands what cars are like or has good reasoned arguments as to why you should have certain information. That's going to be the only test, really. You know. So, yeah, no, I don't know. I think there's like... I think Kunos's philosophy is actually somewhat flawed. You can't, like, a model. If the model is not real, yeah, trying to put real data in it, it's not bad. That's what you should be doing. But you can't completely just rely on that. If the output's wrong, the output's wrong. Like, if the output does not line up to reality, well, there's something wrong. It doesn't matter if the data you put into it's correct. Do you know what I mean? It's like if you were to make a model of flooding. Like, you build a miniature model of like a tributary and everything, and you put water in it, and you're like, okay, well, we've scaled everything like this perfectly. We've scaled the water perfectly. We've done all this stuff, but then when you run the model, if those results then don't actually line up to what you see in reality, you're like, oh, well, we put all the right data in it and we've done this model as best as we can, but it's still giving different results. So, yeah, like you're good. Yeah, the whole fudging thing. A model's always going to be abstract. I can't figure out how a bee works. Yeah, and then, right, even if you did a simulator, a racing simulator, that's literally perfect. Like, let's say, for argument's sake, it is actually perfect data, perfect simulator. Like, you've used some crazy AI, it's perfect. You're sat in a sim rig, accessing that thing in an abstract form anyway. So it doesn't matter if this sim was perfect. You're on a monitor, you're not necessarily on a VR headset, you don't have G-forces, your equipment doesn't necessarily line up, there's actual physical delay between the USB and everything else going on. So it could turn out that you might need to have the sim run slower in some ways, or like the response to the vehicle, the tyre has to be slower or more forgiving for by the time it's gone through like your equipment and everything else that's happened, for it to actually, for the end result to actually be the same, a more similar result to what happens in reality. Because unless every component was actually the real thing, it's going to be abstract. So yeah, you know, AC1 is so good. Richard B, yeah, maybe, but I mean, so with ACC, I with the AccuForce wheel, you can inject, like, you can do telemetry-driven force feedback. That does help in some ways. Unfortunately, it has no front-end feel. Okay, this is not ideal. What's this view? Hey? What? Oh! Ah! Okay, apparently we're binocular vision. Where's this happened? Get your binoculars on, guys. Why is the field of view so low in this car? Like, how's that happened? Oh dear. Let's turn the force feedback down for a start. Isn't there a shortcut for force feedback in this sim? I can't remember what it is. I mean, for field of view. Where is it, guys? Buttons. Oh, here we go. Shift right and shift left bracket. Maybe it's just the seat. Nope, that's windscreen wiper. Up. Seat pitch. No. Oh! There we go. Up. Okay. Why did this car have like the minimum field of view set? That's crazy. Which accidentally turned the windscreen wiper on. That's pretty good. This BMW seems to have quite abrupt force feedback and a very tight limit, but I need to. The force feedback's very light in this car. Tobin Raceway. There's the like, what is it? Synergy lollipop thing. Oh man, it's been so long since I've driven this. Oh, where we go? Okay, we do the small layout. Oh, I don't know. I wish Rfactor 2 reduced how much you feel flat spotting, because you feel like it's absurd, the flat spotting in this. Like, you do a little bit of understeer and you feel like a massive bump in the wheel, as if the tyres have completely just rubbed themselves off. Which is a bit crazy. No, you can't, because it's what it's doing is it's because the tyre itself is flat spotted, and then that's bouncing the suspension up and down. And so the only way to mitigate it is more smoothing, but then you lose other detail. So it's really annoying. Yeah, I know. Well, because as I say, it's like totally over the top. It's like you've got your hand on the wheels. Also, you feel it through your body in real life, right? You don't feel it through. Well, if the whole car's moving, you're not gonna necessarily. It's absurd in Rfactor 2. I don't know how that's ended up happening. What's the percentage of usage? I don't know what you mean. But is the car making that noise, Mr. Music? Oh, it's more realistic than what the human eye can see. That makes sense. Oh, the other... Not much, because Gran Turismo's not very good, is it? Why does this car have such light force feedback, apart from the suspension? Oh, well. I am gaming net. You don't know who you're talking to. Yeah, Shumi, you've never experienced a flat spot, right, in real life? I love the assumption that people make online. Just because someone in chat has said, like... Or maybe there's multiple people in the chat of our live stream that own race cars and drive race cars regularly. This is what I find funny as well. Like, when I make comments about Sims and stuff, and people go, "Hey, Gamer Master, you don't know what you're talking about." And it's like, okay, yeah, I'm a bit of a noob, But I know loads of people that own race cars that say the same stuff. Also, we were not talking. Where's the tyre there? Yeah, if you flat spot massively, it's like a bloody drill. Like the whole car bounce up and down. But if you literally just understeer a little bit in a GT car, you don't necessarily have like you don't have like a bloody Dremel drill in your hands. Like, it'd be ridiculous. Yeah. The only people that you can go to for a source are specific esports drivers and Formula 1 drivers. Oh my god, we need to slow down for that. Why are we running such small tracks on this? Well, it does. Look, I am gaming net. We're getting you get very aggressive flat spotting in Rfactor 2 relative to every other driving sim, and no real car I've driven, which is only like 4 cars, but I've driven like I've understeered in cars. At no point has little bit of understeer or a slight lockup caused chronic flat spot. Yeah, you different suspension and different tyres. So like whoa, you're probably not going to notice. Well, it's going to be hard to flat spot a cut slick or road tyre to the same extent as like a slick. Well, because obviously it's totally smooth. The flat spot is going to be more obvious through that, and then different types of suspension. A Formula car is much tighter. So a Formula car is going to you're going to feel flat spots generally, I'd imagine, a lot more than you would in a non-Formula car. I don't have a driving license, no, but again, it's not really relevant. You do not drive road cars at the limit. Like if you're driving a road car at the limit, you are driving too quick for the bit of road that you're on, or you're very unlucky and you've just gone on some black ice or something. At no point should you be driving a road car at the limit, really, unless you've took it to a racetrack. Yeah, I'm not sure. It's going to be very hard to flat spot cars, road car type, especially with ABS. I don't know how you'd really do it. I guess if you were sliding, even sliding sideways, the wheels are still rotating, so it shouldn't totally flat spot. Yeah, it's weird. Like the driving license thing I get is very strange. Like it really is not relevant. I mean, you have like 13-year-olds that do go-karting. You know. I mean, go-karting is much closer to... So like, even a rental kart is closer to like a race car on a track than a road car, than a reasonably fast road car is. Nismo, yeah. Well, that's the other thing that people do, isn't it? You make a general point about why you think something seems a bit off, and then someone finds one random specific example to make some like all-round counter argument to what's being said. It's like if you were to say, oh, hang gliders it's not particularly hard to do hang gliding. And then someone links you to videos of people crashing hang gliders, and it's like, well, yeah, but that's That's not like the average hand gliding experience, is it? Or like if you were to say skydiving's not necessarily the hardest thing to do, like there's things that people struggle with, and then someone links you to a video of someone struggling to do indoor skydiving and flopping around all over the place. It's like, well, yeah, okay. I'm not hating on them all. I'm just not like the same. Just the same things apply to everything, don't they? So. Yeah, just be critical. Yeah, you can slide in Rfactor 2 really nicely and catch it as well. And I think from a gameplay perspective, that's what makes a game fun. You should in any video game. You don't have like a binary fail condition. Generally, I mean, you can. There are games like that, like Guitar Hero type stuff. But even in a game that has binary fail and succeed stuff, so like Guitar Hero or Dance Dance Revolution, where if you miss a button, so that's a instant. There's no like margin. Well, there is actually a margin in that game because you don't have to get your timing perfect. But let's assume you had to get your timing perfect. Even then, you then have like a number of things you can fail on before you actually fail the level. So, that's what makes driving quite fun. Is that there's quite a wide analog or quite a range of what you can and can't do that's successful and not successful. It's not really like a binary. Oh, that's it, you failed, or that's it, you succeeded. Which is what real life stuff tends to be more like. You know, it tends to be more like a range of success and fail. Oh, this corner's horrible. Oh! Nearly hit him. What have I got against skydiving? No, I want to do skydiving. I don't know, it just seemed like a good example. Oh, this corner. Off camber, tight corners. I think they should be made illegal. Well, you see how we're sliding this around, right? Like an absolute tit. Like this slide here, overdriving it. iRacing does not support this type of driving. And you see what, if you were to drive an F4 car in iRacing, that coming out of a corner like that would be ridiculous. I don't know why people struggle to be able to notice that. It's so obvious. No game sound? What do you mean? You can't hear the game? I should probably put the circular wheel rim on here. Is this quali? Why does quali seem to be going on for ages? We didn't run that long in the last. Oh, we had to restart the sim, didn't we? That's why it felt like quali was super short. Just think how much this car cost to buy, and it's so slow. These are stone tyres. The best type of tyres. Tobin Raceway, what a classic. Yeah, we could actually do with increasing the tyre scrub sound. Forgot about that. How many viewers do we have on Twitch? Just out of interest. Squeal. Yeah, that's all you get on this. Oh, that's not too bad for Rfactor 2. Ooh! Is that a vineyard in front of us? I think the next race is Radical after this one. Oh, God! Yeah, but Luca, so this car might have a lot more grip in real life, but the point is that when you slide, you can catch it and you can slide around. So yeah, I don't necessarily disagree that this is like really weirdly slidey, but at least you can counter steer that slide, and at least you can get on the throttle and hold the slide. So this is probably like what it's. Probably more like driving on cold tyres on a low grip track. Woo! I mean, this is, I don't know where this track's. Tobin Raceway. It's supposed to be in America or something, right? Yeah, I mean, I just think it's more. It's just more fun as a game, isn't it? If you can counter steer and drifting. Drifting's always fun. I don't have any setup, but I think this is. Oh, hang on. Oh, hang on. That was the practice server. I'm so confused. That was the practice server. That's why it was going on for a long time. Right. Je suis photo. I've driven. Should we do this in French? J'ai conduit une stock M2 une fois advent 8R avec le foie pneu. I don't know what sliding is in French. Il est non grippé. Mais deux fois. Comme le pneu sont chauds, il a grippé bon. But nailed it, fluent. I remember all my French. See, a French person would have understood that. Le grip, c'est bon. Grip, c'est bon. Perdu le grip. Mon Dieu. C'est mon Dieu. Mon Dieu. I'm not French. I just like dark humour. Well, you're in the right place here. Ah, oh, dear. Le slide. Le accident. Oh là là. Le poisson. Le pneu sans fromage. Don't understand that. My tyres are cheese. Yeah, the Moza's alright. Le grip, the bonk, the bank. Alright. This car, c'est le fromage. Oh, why does it... Right. You know what it is? This car has no brake bias. And it's dangerous when braking. Because it just understeers. Understeer is never good. Like, what is wrong with people that feel like understeer is acceptable? To be fair, it's probably because I need to brake less hard. Because we're probably activating the ABS. So it's probably my fault. But... but still... Or oversteer. Like... This understeer meme of like... Understeer safe. It's like, no! It's not. It's terrible. Understeer should be illegal. Any understeer, like understeer should not be. People should forget what it is because it should never happen. If everything always had oversteer, the world would be a better place. I think most of the world's problems are caused by understeer. Less ads on YouTube. Well, that's because we're dependent on people becoming channel members to support the channel on YouTube. That's how that works. What? I wish understeer would get cancelled. Yeah, it should do. Understeer is very offensive. Oh, why we? Oh, we get next session. Oh, that's a nice socket. Yeah, understeer. Oh, yeah, if someone falls out of the bed, they understeered. Can confirm my fridge caught terminal understeer and had to get rid of... Yeah, your food got too warm. Right, we're going. We're quallying. Why does my pit mechanic guy look... He looks like he's taken some strong stuff. He looks like he looks like the alien from Men in Black that's wearing human skin over his face. I always make total sense if you don't know what. Hang on, what is it? His words only make sense if you don't know anything. Tomato-eyed racer, guys. What's he doing? What is this guy? Look at his face. He's got a face like a stuffed prune. What were you doing? He looks inflatable. It looks like a character from Half-Life 1. Look, Flabazor Gaming, your pit guy looks like you with a cap on. No, I have a very generic face, so I look like FIFA character model number 7, the one that nobody picks, but could basically be anybody, like the generic character, the unlicensed generic. I'm like that unlicensed car model that you get in like old Burnout games. As I've said before, I get people going, oh, I saw you on the bus, I saw you on the train, I saw you at holiday. It's like, no, you didn't. I just look like an average person. Hello, it's Random Callsign. Guys, you need to go and follow and subscribe to Random Callsign on the Twitches and the YouTubes. He will show you his Portuguese underwear. Fodes. Obrigado. He'll feed you a pastel de nada. Ah, this corner's doing me. Ah, that happens, yeah. Not the adult playground. In the ball pit. I think Tobin reverse is better. Does Rfactor 2 have him? It's got a Megane trophy. That's what we should be driving. I keep thinking this is the right-hander. Rfactor 2's copied iRacing and they run the crappiest layouts of the tracks that they've got just to annoy people. Thoughts on the R12, Je suis Forto? I've got the R9 and that thing in ACC even simulates hot cockpit of a race car, yeah. Well, I mean, if you play ACC, it's got such terrible force feedback, it doesn't really matter what wheel you use. But the R12, Obviously, it's got a little bit stronger force feedback, so it's good for heavier wheel rims and stuff. I quite like it. It's nice and smooth, nice and detailed. I just keep the software on like fixed setting. Doesn't seem to overheat actually. We had it get, we put it on extreme mode. Doesn't seem to overheat from when I've used it. Maybe the R9 overheats more. I guess it's smaller, so it's probably harder for it to dissipate the heat. I don't know. I don't know, but the guy that did Sim Racing System is being employed by Straight4, or the developer that's doing that new GT Revival or whatever it's called, for their ranking system. So that's cool. Enrique, is it? Finally, developers have realised that you have to have bloody ranking systems online, otherwise it's pointless. Finally, it's only taken like a decade. Oh, this corner's doing me. Oh my god. who makes a corner there? Have I got a chauffeur? Well, technically, yeah, whenever I use a taxi, yeah. I do use a lot of taxis. It's cheaper than owning a car, given that I don't. If I'm going a long distance, I use a train. And if I'm going a short distance, I just use a taxi. It's cheaper. To be honest, I'm normally doing stuff in London, or I'm going on a plane to Germany. So it costs a fortune to park a car at an airport. It's easier generally to just get a taxi or a train there. Fake taxi confirmed. Not that expensive. You still have to pay for your parking and then your drop-off fee. It's a bloody rip-off. Get out. I enjoy the anticipation of a flight arriving late and then not being able to get a train back home and then having to sleep in the airport. That's my... I enjoy that. Ah, this corner's killing me. Killing me softly with no camber. Oh, we're second to last. Why am I so bad in slow cars on windy bloody tracks? It does me in. It's alright though, we're here for safety rating, not for wins. And then we can drive some proper cars. Deleted this track from my brain. Should probably have done some hot lapping, but oh well. I always used to struggle at this track in Rfactor 1 actually. 15 quid a day? That's a fortune. You've been sarcastic. £15 a day is a lot of money. If you think £15 is mental. Random Corsa, he's acting like a rich person. Well, it's not a matter of perspective. £15 a day to have a car in a car park. Like, right, you can travel from London to Newcastle for £100 or £150. So, given that you could do that journey. Like, okay, you can fly from Gatwick to Berlin, return for like £100. So your parking is costing for 5 days half the price of the flight. Well, I mean, come on, get out. What you on, guys? Random call signs. He's had too much table wine. Nismo, it took me 4 races to go from bronze 4 to bronze 3. Oh yeah, well don't say that. Random call sign, my time is more valuable than 15 a day. Alright. Too busy modelling. Too busy modelling his Portuguese underwear. Hello, character mate. Well, Uber's doesn't quite work anymore that well. It's better to just use taxi companies. It's cheaper. So for me, to get to Gatwick is £60 now, £60 to £70 really early in the morning or really late at night. You can get, sometimes you get taxis cheaper and Uber, it depends. Train is normally, you can get a train for like between £40 to £70, depends, like return. It depends, Shumi. If you're booking in advance, so Uber can be better in central London and in certain locations, but for going to airports in particular, it depends. Like the problem could be with airports is getting a taxi at certain times if you haven't pre-booked it. I do both. I check each time I travel, and it varies. But the thing is, where I am is not proper Uber anyway. And it's in Germany as well, Uber can be like really like variable. But it's convenient because you can just use the app. But sometimes it's cheaper to use local taxis rather than Uber. But I think Germany has like competitive laws that have changed the pricing of Uber. Oh, that guy's facing the wrong way. Well, I only use Gatwick and Heathrow, so. If you pick a taxi up at the airport, that's normally more expensive than Uber. If you're going to an airport or you've pre-booked a taxi that's not an airport taxi, then Uber will be cheaper. But yeah, if you literally come off a plane and go out the door and get a taxi, that's almost universally more expensive than an Uber. Wherever, because it's like a captive audience, isn't it? Ah, traffic cone. Cone attack. I think the smoke was causing a frame rate to drop there. Yeah, you have what's it called, like when it's like really busy times, the Uber surge pricing or something. Oh, they're just white lining it. Yeah, I'm often flying. The flights I tend to get are really early or really late flights. Like ones where you have to be at the airport at like bloody 5 in the morning. This car's like driving a dune buggy. Well, they don't really need to change cars because if you're playing online, if you're doing online racing, you're doing it for the racing, you're not doing it for the actual cars. As long as the car is like, it's an okay slow car, an okay Formula car, and an okay like track day car, it doesn't really matter what it is. One of the big mistakes that a lot of ranking services make is they change the content all the time because people don't seem to understand that the whole point of ranked online racing is the racing, not the content. Yeah, you might want to, but your average person struggles just learning one specific car, and so the more you change things, the worse quality the racing gets because you have less people to race against that can drive the car reasonably well. So, literally, you could just have a Skip Barber and keep that for 12 years. Fine. That's what, on iRacing, people have been driving the same 2 cars for like 20 years. You're doing online racing for the racing, not the cars. As long as the car's fundamentally okay. No, it is a fact. If you want an online system to work, it's a fact. You can say it's an opinion, but it's the truth. It's a fact. So, you know. If you want to kill an online racing system, keep changing the cars. That's just all the data shows that. And also any reasons, like, obviously that's what would happen. Like, why? Counter-Strike has the same bloody guns for like 20 years and like 6 maps. Because people aren't playing it for the novelty of different maps. They're playing it for the tactical gameplay of the 12 weapons, or the 8 or so weapons that people use, and the 4 maps that people play. But again, noobs don't... Oh, I've just killed him. Sorry. People don't understand that the online racing is for online ranked racing, for racing. That's why people are playing it. I mean, I think that other guy tried to go around the outside of us and then he ran out of track. Well, that wasn't my fault. Might have squeezed him a little bit. No, you need to change the chessboard and the chess pieces repeatedly, because otherwise people will get bored of chess. I don't know why this is a hard concept. Like, people have that is what killed sim racing system. That's what killed race rooms ranked racing. Normally the motivation comes from players going, we want different cars, we want this car, you know. Or it comes from the developer wanting to sell more content, so they rotate the content to force people to buy new stuff, which then kills the multiplayer. I don't know why people struggle to understand these things intuitively, but there you go. Bit shorter. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I don't think they're too long. They're, what, 20 minutes or something? But yeah, when you're starting out, that feels like a long time. Oh, you mean the whole session, but the race? Yeah, but then it builds up to like you actually doing the race. And if you have race after race after race really quickly, sure you get more races, but actually it burns people out a bit, and then they don't hunger for the actual race. So again, it's counterintuitive, but it actually ends up being better because it makes the race more of an event, and that then makes people go, oh, I'll do one more race, and then they stay around for another hour, and it keeps the user numbers up. Oh, good job. See, people are doing a nice job of trying to be clean. Like, he's stopped there rather than driving into us. I mean, compare this to like, Gran Turismo or Forza Motorsport. It's hilarious. Like, how bad does Forza Motorsport look with cars lagging all over the place and the physics being mental? You know. And Forza's Microsoft. It's not like a small developer. Yeah, well, so the other thing, like, it's so obvious. One of the big reasons why GT3 works really well and is quite popular for online stuff, apart from, like, people know the brands, you know, so that obviously helps massively. But having 15 or so different cars that can all race together means that you're putting everyone in the same session, so it allows people to try different things out and then jump into the session and race different things, even though they're all terrible GT3 cars. But I don't know why. This is stuff that I've been saying for like a decade, and only now does it seem like developers are actually implementing it. I understand why it's taken time for developers to do it, but it's just the amount of people that have argued against what I've been saying for like 10 years, and now I'm being vindicated. So, you know, it's hard being as a prophet like me, sim racing prophet. Just wait until they start doing front-end field force feedback and detailed force feedback telemetry options by default, because companies will want to differentiate their wheels and it'll just become the norm. And I'll be like, yeah, I worked this out 10 years ago. The only sad part is I've had to suffer. Yeah, I've had to suffer through this. That's the downside of being enlightened. You have to wait bloody years for stuff to get good. With the knowledge of what it can be. And I'm too lazy to fix it myself. So I've only got myself to blame. Oh, the understeer. There we go. Oh. I'm terrible in this car. How do I wipe my bum? I use a Roman fountain, because I use an ornate Roman fountain because I'm posh. Oh my goodness, these tyres do not grip. Don't you? That's like one of those angels. That's like a cherub that sprays water. I use the Trafalgar Square fountains every morning. Yeah, it's a public. I do a handstand. I do a handstand, and I use the public water. It's really hard because I have to use one foot to turn it on, and I have to position myself upside down. But it's worth it. It's really hard to position the water right onto where you want it to go. Took a lot of training that, but it was worth it. And the benefit is I'm pretty flexible as well from it, so, and fresh and clean. So don't judge me. Cartwheel past him. Oh, I can't drive this car. ABS, understeer. I can't drive this. Windy track. This is like a nightmare for me. Bloody hell. This is like doing a local rental go-kart track or something. Can't drive cars like this. I need more power and speed. Well, this is like driving through a car park or something. The track's too windy for this car. I didn't pick it. This is them. This is Rfactor 2. Don't blame me for this. Entered a time flexible and clean. That's a good time to enter. A perfect woman, flexible and clean. That's all you need. I keep forgetting what corner's coming up. This car would be alright around Brands Hatch. Hang on, would I say... I can't read that whilst driving this car. Type of person... Oh, see, this is why I didn't read that. This is your fault. Person who likes very specific cars and track... No, I just... Oh, shit, this is your fault. That's cost me 2 places reading that comment. No, I like good cars. That's all, not slow stuff. I'm doing a race car, like the Tatus F4 car, a Radical, you know, like F3, F4, F2, like race cars. A Lotus 911 or whatever, you know. This is a bloody road car. Why are we racing it? Stupid. If you're at a racetrack, this car costs more than a Radical probably. Well, it actually doesn't, but you know. Skippy, yeah, Mazda. I just like cars that are responsive. At race cars. MX-5 would be better than this. Yeah, this is not a race car. This is a car you do your shopping in. A stupid idea to race this. People love this though. Yeah, if you can fit your little shopping in a car, it's not a race car. This is like a tank. Every car deserves to win. No, it doesn't. People don't race Robin Reliant, do they? This car's for like overweight people that spend too much money on it. They like BMWs and they want to drive around slowly but feel like a pro driver. This is for people that are worse than GT3 drivers, this car. I mean, ironically, I can't drive it. But I can't drive it because it's too crap. That's my excuse. This is for people that would otherwise be driving rental cars, but they've got more money, so they've bought a BMW. I can't drive this to save my life. Oh my god. In many ways, it would actually be better to drive an actual road car than this. Like, you know what I mean? Like an actual, a road car. Like, this is the worst combination of road car that's converted into a race car. Every time. Technically, I'm not last. I don't care. Jesus. We ain't getting a sponsorship from this race. We were 3 places up until we had that long chat message. These corners are so annoying in this car. It's like you have to go to walking speed. Need one of those lollipops. This is a skill issue. My brain's just not in tune with this type of car. There we go. Thank God that's over. Well, the Radical should be better at Lime Rock. We're just doing this for the rating. This car would be all right on. This car's okay on like a Lime Rock or a proper like a. You know, like a track with that's not as windy. Yeah, you know, it's fine. We weren't last. That's all that matters. Have they stolen the iRacing overlay? Probably. Oh, we're silver! It happened! Oh, that's it. That's what we wanted to do. We did the Radical, but now we can do... now we can do other stuff. Silver 1. Yes, Rocket League. Well, there you go. That worked. So it's worth the pain and suffering. Simply race 24 hours. What? I don't know what was happening there. Well, we were going to do the Radical, weren't we? So your silver can't debate. We could do the IndyCar Sprint Series. What track's this on? Spa! How long's this race? Well, I don't have DRS or anything. I want to drive the Radical, but we can do this another. We can do that another day. What's this? Oh, we need to be gold for this touring car trophy. Jimmy Engeldahl. Hello, Mr. Tea Drinker. What do you think of the R12? I got one and I love it, but I can't compare it. It's great. Yeah, it's fine. It's a nice force feedback wheel. You can feel the force feedback with it. You know, you can on the pit house software. I just turn the top range down so it doesn't feel too vibraty. Yeah, it's pretty good. Nice. Yeah, the wheel rims are nice. Do we have to install? Do you have to install a Moza plugin to get the in Rfactor 2 to get the wheel to do the telemetry? We don't seem to be getting wheel telemetry from Rfactor 2. Is the R12 good value? Valen. Yeah, well, it's kind of similar priced, isn't it? To I think most people would say to get the Simagic 12 Nm wheel. I think from the limited amount of time I had with the Fanatec Club Sport wheelbase, that might be better. But then, you know, it depends what wheel rims you get and stuff. If you're going to just use one wheel rim, I really like this round wheel rim that you get with the. I really like this Moza round wheel rim. It just feels really, really good. Buttons are nice, shifters are nice, and the quick release is nice. I have a Moza affiliate link if anyone's buying Moza wheels or anything. If you want to support us, appreciate that. But yeah, they're all kind of similar price. So it's if you can get stock in your area. The Fanatec wheels are normally better supported out the box with the various sims. You can change the wheel settings easier on the Fanatec stuff. I mean, the force feedback on this is fine, to be honest. Either way. Generally, people think say the Simagic has a slightly better motor than the Moza wheel. I've not tried the 12 Nm Simagic, so we'll have to get one of them next, and then we'll try that, and then hopefully we can get the Fanatec Club Sport DD, and then we'll try that as well. You can use the mobile app to change settings, yeah. Onsaria, hello, welcome. Yeah, it's quite nice being able to change settings from a mobile app, but to be honest, personally, I don't change any of the settings. Like, once I've set it up, I just leave it all the same, and then you just change the sim stuff. You've got a Quest, a £23 Quest 3. I've still not used a Quest 3. I've not tried the cameras. Well, I've used the Camus DD briefly, but not long enough to really, you know, not for very long. Oh yeah, do we just need? Oh, I guess we just need to. Okay, I'll do that. Alpha villain. It's probably just add the exe to the game when you click on it. Yeah, I'd quite like to play the pickleball game as well by the 11 table tennis guys. Super Slowber, what did you do with the force feedback for this game? Nothing really. I just turned in the pit house software, the EQ on the far right is turned down, and then the game has, I don't know, like 6 on the filter, and then like 90 strength or something. Let's have a look. I normally turn the cars down a little bit, just whilst I'm live streaming, and then yeah, 6 on the smoothing. Probably have a bit more, depends on the car. Yeah. Mitchie Hoyer! Mitchie Hoyer! Guys, go and follow Mitchie Hoyer. Absolute legend. Get in there. Give him a sub if you haven't. The legend of the Hoyer. Do I use the base force feedback? No, I just turned down the right hand side and then left the rest of its whatever. You can ruin my race, yeah, go for it. Get in there. I'm really slow at the moment. I've forgotten how to drive. get to do a beautiful tour here. Get in there, Mitchie. Mitchie. Schnell. Hang on. Is it here? Oh, no, it's not that. It's where is it? It's here. Ah, why do we have more oversteer? That'll do. Sneaky beaky. Too many sign-ups. That's a good thing. This is the drift radical. It's got the drift set on it. Right, at least this doesn't lift off the ground. Oh no, we're running the stupid layout. No, it's alright. It's not too bad. Should you reinstall Rfactor 2? I don't know. Oh, I need to adjust my brakes actually. Look like that. What's up with the sound? That's just how this game does its sound. Don't judge. Game just pauses when I load up stuff external to the game. Oh well. Oh no. Oh, come on. The old helicopter. That's the legal pit entry, that. Steve Marshall got a fat bloke in the passenger seat. Yeah, might as well. AMS2 is perfection. Yeah, if you like weird physics, yeah. If you like sliding everywhere, even more than Rfactor 2. Woo! How dare he say that? Let's move the brake bars further back. Oh, I've got a yellow helicopter. We all live in a yellow helicopter. It's got the cheese copter. Yeah, if you've never been in a real car with a glass fibre body on it, you might not know that glass fibre and carbon fibre spark on the floor. It's the real, Gran Turismo 7 is the real racing simulator. Real? David Dickens' real deal. No, don't stop. Stop there. Park on the apex, that's what I do. Crunch. I'll have a new nose cone replacement there. Ah, we got a flat spot. Rfactor 2 should be called Flat Spot Simulator. Why have we just suddenly got a flat spot from that understeer? It's crazy. Nice and easy. Yeah, well, that's clearly. I locked the wheel while I was going through the corner. Do I need to take some fuel out or something? Good drift. The old curbing drift there, guys. Nailed it. This car drives like a ham. Oh no, he's on fire! Oh, he's disappeared! God, it's hardcore, radical racing. It's just on fire and then disappears. Abducted. It's pretty funny. They do, yeah. You have to drive pretty bad or downshift very quickly. That's why the helicopter's flying around. It's the it's actually the fire brigade. Could do this setup's a bit slidey. Could do more oversteer on the throttle, like locking the rear, the diff power locked a bit more, so you could turn it in on the throttle more. Would help. You always want more oversteer. Can never have enough oversteer. Because when we're going through this corner, can't really get into it as much as I want. This is fixed setup, Mitchy. Just brake by, so we can change. Oh, I'm in the wall! Bounced off it. Where would you place yourself on the scale from 0 to max? Teabag? I need to sort frame rate out on this. We're dropping frames. Maybe turn visible vehicles down. You're leaning to... Yeah, probably. I don't care, though, Mitchy. Unlike you, I'm happy being a bad driver. I'll get it eventually. I'll get it eventually. We'll just drive around and we'll get faster. It's the KA, Brian. The KA takes the title of the worst race car. Is that the worst? They roll over easily, don't they? I do have full screen set. Well, it was. Let's see. Hold enter. Now the game's probably going to crash. It's not more just the frame rate's just dropping. There we go. Hang on. There we go. This is fixed setup, this, so I think it is. Yeah. It's only the silver wet rated things that are... Hello, why is this paused? Oh. Where's the fuel? Hello, Paul. How's it going, man? Oh, here it is. Yeah, we do not need, like... We're carrying a bit of fuel around here. Let's do a lap with lower fuel. It's going, nice. Right, Adam, we've got 6 minutes until the race. Those American cars. Hello! Whoa, I want to move! That's how it's done. 16 for the race, thanks. Look at that noob driving all the way around. fool? Does he not know? Well, the fuel you can take home with you. Give the seagull some fuel. Because that's immersion pool. It's like train simulator. Why does it make you start the train? You know. Penalty incoming, yeah. That's a ban. Let this guy go past us. Look at those sparks. Look at the seagull. Rfactor 2's got everything, guys. Sparks and seagulls. Oh, cool. What more do you want in a game? There are hot air balloons in this, yeah. Croft has hot air balloons. Yeah. Once you've got hot air balloons, you're done. That's peak sim racing title, that. I don't know why this track's running badly. It should be going up and down in frame rate all over the place. They call him Mr. Curb Runner. Matt Malone! Oh, come on. This and the next lap. Ah, we got a flannel car on the track. Flannel car driver around. By the way, guys, go and follow Smartable if you haven't. Mr. Paul Smith, if you like your trains. If you're a train fan. The rear diff would really be handy if it was more open on this. Because you have to brake to get it to turn more, rather than just letting the car go. We've got a flannel in front of us. No worries. Whoa, flannel attack. Attack of the flannel. The taxi cab. The taxi car. Oh, here we go. Race should be starting. So I'll just quit out this. Yeah, we timed it perfectly, obviously. I don't know why Lime Rock's running badly. Let's turn the graphics down. Join event. Here we go. Yeah, well, you'll always get rookie stuff. Will always be more popular because it's the included content with the game. Is the silver stuff free content still? The thing is, the mistake that's kind of made with online ranking systems is that the thing that separates players out from good and bad players is the splits in the servers, not safety rating. So, like, it's worth having safety rating as a thing to encourage people to drive safely. So it's good to have in general. But the biggest thing is just the different servers, the different splits, because people want to be in the top split, and then making the safety rating not too hard to get. You know, it's a balance, but like the safety rating shouldn't be like a really big part of it, if that makes sense. So like in iRacing, like the reason why people are grinding iRating generally initially is because they want the prestige of being in the top split. And so if you have more splits, because there's more participation, it doesn't matter what the car is, if it's a rookie thing or whatever, it's totally irrelevant because there's no such thing as a rookie car. Because if you're racing against people that are the same skill as you, it's not rookie, is it? Especially if you're in the top split. Like esports drivers, like the Rennsport guys playing ESL R1 GT3. Like GT3 cars are noob cars, but they're such good sim racers. Good luck to anybody that's not like an esport pro being able to drive against them. So like the whole rookie car thing is stupid. All that matters is the split thing and people wanting the rating to be in the top split, and then the safety rating system that punishes people psychologically mostly to make them think twice about ramming into everyone. Yeah, well, it's just all a lie in iRacing because it doesn't really correlate. The licensing in iRacing doesn't correlate to skill or anything, or even safety. It's just whoever spent more time doing laps without racing people. It's really stupid. But yeah, so in this, you kind of want to make it. It's with online ranking systems, it's all about making sure you have at least 3 splits in whatever you're running, because 3 splits is enough that you have the noobs in the back split and they're trying to get better and they might get in the middle split, and then you have the prestige of the top split. And 3 splits, which is like of like, let's say 15 to 20 cars, is enough. No, safety rating in iRacing only is based on incidents per corner. That's it. So either you touch the grass or you touch another car. That is it. And it's per corner. That's just how it works. So if you don't touch the grass or a car over, and then it has a ledger of like 200 corners or something, or 1,000 corners, and so it gives you a rating based off how many incidents per corner on average. Yeah. Everyone telling you to touch grass, but iRacing told you not to.
I am the champion of the ninjas.
Oh, Mitchie always subscribed.
Keep it up.
Thank you very much, Mitchie, for subscribing on Twitch. Appreciate that. That's some tea bags. Appreciate the support, guys. Mitchie Oya giving me he's gained EP. That's all that matters. No, proximity is not taken in account at all. It's literally just corner, incident per corner. That's it. And then if you've got a higher safety rating, the amount of rating you lose more safety rating if your incident per corner is higher. So, for example, if I had 1 incident per 200 corners, it would be worth like 1.
I am the champion of the ninjas.
Oh, Chokzilla! Thanks for subscribing. Appreciate that. I'll add you guys to the list. You get everyone subs on YouTube, Twitch, everything. Patreon. You all get added to the list. Every like 2 days or so, I manually update it. Free tea. Tea everywhere. Tea on your screens. Let's do a lap here. Oh, is it? Have we started qualifying? Yes. Hang on, it resets fuel, doesn't it, every session? Yep. What a scam. They do look a bit like coffee pack. No, they're round tea bags, but they do look like those coffee things. Motorsports. Alright, Super Slober, thank you. Enjoy your dinner. Woo! We're going to drive all the way around for shits and giggles. Thank you. Thanks for following as well. Billy Strange. Billy Strange Racing. Guys, check out Billy Strange on YouTube. If you haven't given him a follow, a sub. He's also on Twitch. He's everywhere. He's a right ho. Man, this track's frame rates drop. We're getting sudden frame rate drops on this track. It's weird. Rfactor 2 engine's still a bit weird. Like, this game should be running flawlessly at like 300 FPS. Probably the trees or something. Why are we going down to 90 FPS? What is that about? Andy Long. Yeah, the pit exit is the endurance. It's an endurance race to get to the track. It's the fun of this track. That would do. Maybe let's try window capture. Maybe OBS is causing some issues. Let's see. No. And it's paused as well. Great. Well, forget that. Hello, why is that gone small? Well, we'll have a nice stuttery race. I'll enjoy that. Nothing beats racing with a nice bit of stutter. Are we running... how do you know if you're running windowed or full screen? Can't. Doesn't say, does it?
Non-essential personnel leave the grid now.
Yeah, I can't fix that. It's to do with the OBS. Jimbo Life, yeah, Rfactor 2, they love doing that. How much didn't Richie say 16 litres of fuel? Just put 20 in just to be safe. I don't trust Mitchie. I have trust issues. Here we go. Easy win this. It's going to be carnage. What's the worst that can happen? Hello. I don't think it's OBS.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, let's go. It's just because I put the game capture in a window, and then when I click full screen, it's that folder isn't perfectly full screen, and yeah, it's you can't drag it past where that window is. It's hard to explain. German Donner if the win happens. Well, we're not winning. Let's be honest. I'll be happy with the top 5. I'm not. Rfactor 2 doesn't really fully click with me, to be honest. Like in terms of, you don't quite have the force feedback for absolutely being on it like AC. And you do have to drive in a bit of a slidey way. It doesn't fully click with me. But I think the racing's generally better than iRacing because of car contacts and stuff. And, you know, weirdly, I do better in iRacing because it's so punishing. It punishes people for making really small mistakes. Yeah, Mark, it's really dependent on the car. You can fit to screen, but if a source is in a folder, that folder is scaled slightly off, it will mess up. Here we go. To move out of the way of everyone there. Better to go off the track than to get punted. The car on the right was going to move left and he did, so I just moved out of the way. No, it's just on the screen. I don't know why it's why there's P2P icon, but go. The AC radical is quite a bit better. It's alright in this. Well, he killed him. Fair enough. This radical's super slidey. Car behind just stuck his nose in. I don't know why. It doesn't work out in Rfactor 2. There goes another one. Top 10. Oh, that blue car's going to be caught up with, I think. Ooh, these guys are really not braking in the right place for that corner. They're all braking like 10 metres too early. I think they're trying to brake whilst turning, so they're not getting the full braking. Yeah, I don't think the car's in front of trail braking at all. Don't know what they're doing. It's really random. See if we get 2 places here. 1. Two. There we go. Oh dear. I'll take it. Merry Christmas. So you can't have that kind of confidence in iRacing. When you see the cars in front where they're braking, you know. How is it that people can qualify but they can't race at all? It's really weird. Alright, here we go. Coming up behind us. Glorious 7th in front. Lucky laps. Oh, car in front's slow. That's good for me. Oh, he got damage. I was going to go to the right of him there. Lucky I didn't. Would have driven into the back of him. That back marker. I'm Jack Jeffries. That's why we're doing all right. I've always wanted to be Jack Jeffries. Who doesn't? Who doesn't want to be Jack Jeffries? What a legend.
I'm hot.
And you're not. Oh, we got a blue car off the road in front. Hello, Bob Jeffries. Oh, that was better. I used the curbing on the left. Seemed to help a little bit.
The pace car is out of control.
Thanks for following John Snoppers. What's his name? Catching this blue car, so that could be good for me. That slows down the Ferrari. We're catching the Ferrari, but we've got to be careful not to get the cut on that bit of track. James West is good. He's a good driver, that James West. He's bad in quali, but he's all right in the race. Not warm, it's not warm. PMSL. It's for the wheelbase we're using, Moza R12. Oh, that's just flat out through there. It's all good. Give it some welly. We're trying experimental lines to try and catch this guy. 4 minutes to go. What? Hello. 7th place, I'll take it. What is that? Oh, I guess he's moved his tyres. I was like, I'm going to move well over to the right. Got in front of the Ferrari, looks to be having trouble as well. Hello, Twisted Better. We are doing this Rfactor 2 lot. Oh, there's a car on fire. What? Okay. Barbecue. How do you even do that? Dead dry. No yellow flag. Keep going, it's fine. Just ignore it. Radical racing's hardcore. It looked like it was upside down, but it was just full on barbecue. Nah, this is Death Race.
Okay, let's go.
Death Race 5000. Radical's well hardcore. he decided to have a little barbecue. What's this yellow for? Oh, hello.
not.
Oh, come on, wheels. These are all back markers. Final lap here. See, radical makes sense. Just jump in and drive. Happy days. People on fire. What more could you want from a race? We just need like 5 more laps and we'll get this guy. I was learning, trying out different lines. Now P7. That'll do. Glorious 7th place is a win.
Okay, let's go.
Basically a win. Not bad as like last to 7th, I take it. It was alright.
Order!
Order! That was a good race. And that's with stutter as well. Woo! Yeah, I'll take it. It was alright. Yeah, it's just one that's slightly off. 7th. Do we gain? So what do we get? Well, we qualified 13th, and then yeah, and then we 17 clean laps. How many? Is there 3 of each safety rank, and then does it go up? Yeah, that's how British people write one. Yeah, it's a shame about the stutter. We need to work out the graphics on this.
I'm hot, and you're not.
I don't know why our frame rate's dropping below 120, really. I mean, we can turn the post effects down. It's not, I mean, really, it's not really,
Order!
Twisted Mentat 42. I just got an M.2 SSD. The difference. Oh, well, what were you using before? Yeah, using NVMe drive is really nice. Well, that was successful. We wanted to get silver rating in Rfactor 2 today, so we've done that. Merry Christmas. It's a nice little relaxed sesh there. I need to update the list here. We need to work out how to get Rfactor 2 to run perfectly smooth. We'll update the name list soon here. Oh, no. See, when I quit Rfactor 2, we get this weird pause thing going on. I don't know what's going on with Rfactor 2. Yeah, we're going to update the list. And thanks to everyone that subscribed today on YouTube and Twitch. Appreciate it. I might have a little break. I've been taking it easy today, guys. Today's easy day. Easy day. Rfactor 2 was fun. I don't know what the tracks are next week on iRacing. The routine might be to do to sort of alternate. Do iRacing, some race on iRacing, then do the radical race on Rfactor 2 that's every like 3 hours basically. But then we've got the IndyCar now, so we can do that. We might have to do the IndyCar. Nothing is, Bob Windy, nothing's mind-blowing as going from mechanical to solid state, yeah. Especially for loading windows and, yeah, like loading stuff. I would say the AMD 3D chip was pretty good for consistency of frame rate. What else was really good? When graphics cards first came out, that was massive. Like Voodoo 2s and stuff. And GeForce 4. That was cool. Well, yeah, so what you find with Windows is when you go into My Computer, or when you it's often limited by loading other hard drives up with a lot of stuff. So a lot of things are like weirdly interconnected, or in the background the computer will do something and then that slows it all down whilst it, I don't know why they've not worked out a way of separating it, but yeah, that was it, Vandis. Well, I mean, like a Voodoo 2 was 200 and so in 1997 I think they came out, and it was like £120, £240. Oh. Voodoo 2 release price. Let's see. $300 at launch. So, which is in 1998. So that's basically 400. Well, yeah, like £400 basically, and that was pretty up there as far as graphics cards go. So, yeah. Whereas the equivalent thing now, like a 4090 or something. Onboard speaker sound. Onboard speaker to sound blaster, yeah. Yeah, but then you had the joy of trying to force your games in DOS to use your bloody speakers. Audigy, what was it? Sound blaster, Audigy, and then you had like, oh dear God. Yeah. Rivia, was that Rivia? TNT2? Or was it Matrox? Yeah, weirdly, a lot of N64 stuff ended up working quite well with 3D-FX. The N64 didn't use 3D-FX, did it? N64 3D-FX. I don't know what graphics. I think N64 used like a silicon graphics chip or something. What graphics chip did N64 use? Reality display processor. Oh, there you go. Specialized hardware built by Silicon Graphics. So Silicon Graphics were doing like those insane cinema workstations that like film industry was using. Those looked awesome though. If you ever saw those Silicon Graphics workstations, still some of the best looking. They're proper chonky as well, if you've ever seen one. Yeah, the Silicon Graphic workstations still look like the best computers. Looked awesome. You can buy one on eBay for £1,000 here. Look at this. $1,000. There's a YouTuber bought one of these and got it working again, but they're like proper chonkers on the inside, and they're all like everything's bolted down on it. You missed me doing the most amazing performance in the history of sim racing, so sadly you missed. Sorry that you missed that. Pretty good. Pretty emotional. unit. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna call it a night for tonight. I might chill out and do a game of CS or something. Have an early night. We're just relaxing, really. I mean, a 3.5 hour stream. How weak is that, guys? That's a pathetic game of muscle stream. That's not even the start of a stream normally. We'll have to do. I'm gonna do some more Rfactor 2 tomorrow. So poor. It's good fun though. Appreciate people becoming members and things. I'm hungry. I think I'm just hungry. I've only had a potato today. Retro Man Cave. Yeah, I think he might have done. I think he might have built one up. It's only 20 minutes for those that have to work for a living. 11 table tennis for Cat Debate. Yeah, but yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Let's raid. Is Emil Bernstoff? He's on. Let's raid Emil. He's a sexy beast. Let's get onto Emil. I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching. Woo! Thanks for taking part, guys, and chilling out with us. Click the like button if you're on YouTube as well. I'll see you guys soon. This is the R12 we're on at the moment. Off to Bernstoff land you go. Bernstoff crew. The Bernstoff massive. Bye Twitch. There goes Twitch people. To Bernstoff land. Emil Bernstoff. And YouTube crew representing. You guys go and subscribe to Billy Strange, and I'll catch you guys soon. Bye.
Goodbye, YouTube.